What up, infidels? We're back.
Hello, I'm back.
Yeah.
I was supposed to be on January. I'm just a little late. No, I'm very busy. My plate is full.
Yes, Dangerous Ma is here, everybody. Everyone's favorite, the best guest of the podcast.
Thank you. I missed you, Infidel,
Yeah, she did. She talks about you guys all the time.
all the time. David, Luke, Sam, Thomas. How are you guys?
My mom says hi. My mom asks about you all the time. She's always like, you got to do this more consistently.
Yes.
She's on your side as far as infidels
I'm on
go.
your side.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm on your side. I just want to make sure that a lot of people ask me why you are calling people an infidel. Isn't it like kind of derogatory or putting them down? I said no, right? F word now has so many positive and negative meaning, right? So our infidel in our dictionary has a positive meaning. It means you are very loyal, very honest, and you can belong to any religion. So you are infidel. So we are rocking.
We're rocking with you, infidels.
Yes.
Yeah, we're reclaiming it. For
Yeah,
so long, it's
reclaim.
been used negatively, and we're being like,
Yes,
no,
yes.
infidel now is positive. We got it.
Well, wait, in 5-10 years, it will be new word, infidel.
Yeah, because of Ma. Ma's reclaiming it. Ma, it's
Yes.
it was your anniversary recently.
Right.
Yeah, how long have you been married?
30.
30 years. You've been married for 30 years. As a heads up, I just turned 30, so I don't know if I believe this.
You believe that?
No.
Okay, it's a little over 30. But when people ask me, sometimes I tell. Actually, once asked me that what is number of my anniversary? I said 25. The newest son is turning 30. So I said, your son is 30 and your anniversary is 25th anniversary? I said, yeah, I was just a bad girl. And they just right away said, no, an Indian is a bad girl. In that era, we don't believe that.
Yeah, well, they're right. They're right. They're definitely
But
right.
I just want to keep it in 30.
Keep it in 30?
Keep
All
it
right,
in
we'll say
30
around
forever.
30.
30.
So, which is definitely not true.
Because the reason is there's a lot of people, I do look young.
Yeah, you
Right?
do. You do.
I do look young, and a lot of people, even your comments, sometimes I say, hey, your mom is single? I said, you just saw a thing with your dad, and they're asking, your mom's single? And I said, I must know whether your mom is single. And I'm so glad that you don't answer them.
yeah. Let them hope. Let them hope. Oh man, yeah. It is wild. I do. When I think about aging, I'm like, oh, please like mama, please like mama, please like
You
mama.
will be, but take care of yourself.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. You
gotta
do take care of yourself.
I always was watch my diet, and I did exercise. Now I want to get back to it.
Yeah, you want to get back to
yeah.
exercising.
Exercising, exercising. I did had like 2 or 3 years of personal trainer.
Oh, really?
So yeah.
wow.
Every single day, I would go early in the morning.
When was
That's
this?
Oh, you were in college, before, like I would say, 7-8 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. I had twice a week. I had a yoga.
Okay.
And the other one, it's just me and her.
Okay.
That's it. So
Oh, that's
I know
nice.
the little bit of. And then I also.
You want to help college? I was in college 10 years ago. That's how old I am.
No, probably when you graduated from
Okay,
college.
it's 8
So
years
I
ago,
had
yeah.
little money because I didn't have to pay your tuition. Yeah, that's it. And some always ask me, what is the secret of staying married that long?
Okay, so you
Yeah.
married for 25 years.
25. So one of my patients was coming from San Francisco, and that day she had an appointment, and she was a little late. And she told me, I'm so sorry, doc. I came from San Francisco. You know how the San Francisco drive is, right?
Right.
It's up and down. It's like a one-way. And it made me, I'm so sorry. But I heard that today is your anniversary, so happy anniversary. And I think you are not mad at me. I said, no, I'm not at all. So she said, hey, what is the secret? So how is your marriage? I said, my marriage, you really want to know how is my marriage is? I said, yeah. I said, my marriage is like a city of San Francisco.
It's
It's
up and down.
I said, it's up and down, it's sharp turn,
Yeah,
it's
homeless
a
people.
one-way homeless people.
There's
But
poop
yet,
on the ground.
on the ground. But yet it's beautiful.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn.
I got
years,
it.
30, sorry, 20
So,
years.
it's over 30
Yeah.
years. Yeah. It's just the secret of is that I have a very forgiving heart,
Mm.
right? So I forgive. I forgive your that nefarious act.
Nefarious act. Yeah,
Okay, let me give you a couple of
okay.
two, right?
Okay. Oh, we're getting
Then-
some tea. The
yeah,
chai.
you're gonna tea, and then you will say, "Mama, really, you have a blessed heart."
Okay.
And infidel, you will say that too.
Mhm.
Okay. Every morning, my husband makes a coffee.
Right.
Someday, other day, I went there. I don't see coffee. I said, "Where is coffee?" He said, "Oh, I forgot today. I did not make the coffee." To me, that's criminal. He ruined my day. How I'm gonna function the whole day? But I
right.
said, you know what? I'll just forgive him.
Then you found it in your heart. Yeah, such a nefarious act.
Such a nefarious act.
Okay.
And the other day, he forgot to take my car out.
Okay.
Right. So I told him. I just stepped outside. I said, "Where is my car?"
Right. So he takes
said,
takes the car out of the garage for you every morning.
Yeah, he just pressed the.
Oh, yeah, the
his,
Tesla, right? He just
Tesla.
presses the button and it
He
comes
just
out.
pressed the button and comes out.
Right.
And he said, "Oh, I forgot, but you just use your phone and just use the app." I said, "No, if it's that easy, then why you didn't do it?" So these are the stuff I forgive him. So those are criminals.
Criminal.
They're-
Yeah.
right?
His those nefarious. I
That's
think
the
people will-
nefarious act.
Yes.
So that's how you survive long.
Right. The
long,
secret
long
to
time.
marriage is
Yeah.
forgiving their
Forgive
nefarious
it.
acts.
Yeah. And then he's very quiet, right?
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
like
That
he's
was
very,
quiet. Yeah.
But he is like when he doesn't compliment me all the time,
Right.
but once in a 10 years, he will compliment me an infidel. And that time, I forgave him the last 10 years of all the nefarious, all the bad.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So the key is to hold back on the compliments if you're a man,
Married,
and just
yeah.
give them sparingly.
Yes, apparently. And then the compliment he gave is just sometimes, oh, really? Then he really watched me. Then he just
Oh, okay.
doesn't.
They're not just
doesn't-
like the surface level compliments. They're like,
No,
oh, wow, he's like he
yeah,
sees
yeah.
you.
He sees me. Like, can I say the day what
Yeah,
happened? So it's like a call. I think a few months back.
Mm-hmm.
So I was getting ready in the morning, going to work, and I was in the bathroom getting dressed. So he knocked at my door. I said, just open the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he opened the door. I was just my undergarments getting to ready on that. He just literally just gasped. I said, what happened? He looked at me and said, oh my God, you still have such a beautiful body. You have all of your curves. I said, what do you want? He said, nothing. I just came to tell you that your coffee is ready right on the kitchen counter table. And he is also sometimes I would say without him we are lost.
Oh yeah, yes, he is definitely the captain of this ship.
Captain of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
ship.
Baba.
He's
Captain
also
Baba.
he's also my like a false sense of security also.
What do you mean?
I meant that I went to what is this called? Not the Long Island. What is that university is right before San Diego? Irvine.
Yeah.
So I
Irvine.
had a seminar there. So I went to Irvine. I flew from here to John Wayne and then got my car and everything. And I was driving. And he gave me everything. He gave me the printout also.
Right.
And when I was driving, there was some construction or anything. So it had a detour. And I'm driving and driving. I'm going uphill and narrow, winding road.
Yeah.
And I see that it's a 5,000 elevation. It's like
Right.
around 4 o'clock.
Right.
And I hate to drive at night.
Right.
It's not that I was getting a little bit of
Nervous.
nervous. Yeah,
Right.
I wouldn't say because nervous. Not that's a winding road. I'm very used to driving as all
Yes,
this.
you're a very good driver.
Driver in mountainous.
Yeah, I would
stuff.
say your only problem is sometimes you go a little too slow. Like you take it a
Slow.
little too safe. But other
Too
than that, you're
safe,
like
yeah.
when you're on it, you're a very good driver.
Yeah. And then I called Bob. I feel like, oh, I don't want it's a 5,000 elevation. It looks like I'm ascending. I don't want to go 10,000 and it's getting late. I don't want to come back. So I called Baba. Hey, can you check where I am? I feel like I'm lost. I'm going somewhere that I don't know.
Right.
So he figured it out where I am, the GPS and everything.
You guys
is
shared
working.
those
And location. And I said, I don't want to go off the road and I don't want to even park because I don't see anybody in the front, in the back.
Right.
So he found me where I am. He said, okay, keep driving. You're going in the right direction. After 20 minutes, you stay on your left and you make left turn and go to the second lane. And then from there, you have to make another right turn, go to the right. So I said, okay. So if he said, and he said, you will be okay. So don't panic or anything. I said, when he says I'm going to be okay, I'm going to be okay.
Okay.
Even though he was 520 miles away from me,
he was able to still
I
guide
felt
you.
like, I felt like that, oh, he is my security in there, security blanket.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That is nice.
So that's it. So don't forget to wish me a happy anniversary.
Yeah, in the
okay?
comments, you got to wish them a happy anniversary. Baba and Dangerous Ma.
Yeah, Dangerous Baba. So remember I told you that I'm going to give you this book?
Okay, yes. This is
So this is your book. That's
Okay.
the My Hamilton.
you want me to read all of this?
Yes.
Okay.
Read it.
All right,
It's
so-
going to take time. It's a huge
Yes,
book
this is
and
a
it's
book
a
on
hard read.
Alexander Hamilton. I believe I came towards the end of the pandemic. She was reading that book, and my mom looks at me and goes, "Oh, I stan Alexander Hamilton." She said this to me. She was reading this and said, "I stan Alexander Hamilton." So what did you learn about Hamilton that you wanted to share?
No, I shared it last time.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I did. So this is now your turn to read it.
Okay.
You're going to read it, and then you're going to tell me.
Okay.
And I just finished another book. Now, he is my favorite writer,
Okay.
Sherman Alexis. This is a very easy read book.
Okay.
Very easy. It's called You Don't Have to Say You Love Me.
Okay.
It's his love for his mother.
Okay.
You can read this one before you go. It took me only 2 days.
Okay.
But there's a lot of cursing in there, too.
Oh, okay. Okay. Is that why you gave it to me?
Now that's what they gave it. And also this book reminds me one of the book. Did you ever heard about the Lady Chatterley's Lover?
No.
A book?
No. What is that?
Okay. That book was written by the British writer. I think it's some Lawrence, W.J. Lawrence.
Right.
Okay. It was written in is a B?
No, it's a fly.
Okay. In the early 90s.
Right.
And that book had, at that time, it's called an unprintable forward letter.
Right.
So you know what was that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And that book was banned for over 30 years.
Dang.
It was banned for, like, all over the place.
Right.
Like America, Australia, Germany, everywhere. So it's published. It also had to go to the court.
Okay.
And the publisher won.
Okay.
And it was like in 1963
Okay.
it was published.
Okay, wow.
But during that 30 years, the book was in the black market, and everybody wanted to read that book.
everyone-
So
yeah.
when
When it's banned, people want to read it. It's like
Read it.
so I talked about this earlier, but it's the same thing with Salman Rushdie.
right.
That book, The Satanic Verses. I read it.
I read it too. It's nothing.
It's
in
nothing.
there.
It's nothing.
So
It's not-
why it did that? It's like a one page, and it's dream.
Yeah, and it's also
And that's
it's an okay book.
It's okay. I did not enjoy that
No,
book
I didn't.
at all.
I didn't like it. I didn't like
I
it. It
didn't
was
like
boring,
it.
and it was like
Yes, it was boring.
You know what it was? You know, sometimes writers will write and you can tell they're like, "Ooh, I'm a writer."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're like, "Ooh, look at me write. I'm a
Yeah.
writer." And so that's how it felt like. It's pompous.
Yeah.
It's a pompous book, but like. The reason why it's so famous now is because of the fatwa.
fatwa.
No one would have read that book, really.
No one.
Not no one, but it wouldn't have been that popular.
I wouldn't have read that.
Yeah, I wouldn't have read it either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read it because I was like, let's see what this is about. And then I read it. I was like,
my
this
gosh,
is what people are mad
I
at?
wasted my time.
Yeah. That's how I felt. I wasted my time.
Don't read that book.
I mean, you know what's crazy? I would say don't read that book outside of the context, but the context kind of makes you have to read it. You kind of have to see like what's going on. Like this is how crazy some people are. A death threat over this?
Over this.
Over
yeah.
this.
It's just simply unfathomable.
Yeah.
What we sometimes do. And nowadays, also a lot of book is getting banned.
Yeah.
Right?
How do you feel about that?
Oh my gosh, I can't believe that the book need to be banned.
Right.
Right? If you don't want to read it, don't read it.
Right.
Right? There is nothing like Killing Mockingbird.
You have To Kill a Mockingbird?
There, I just don't get it.
Well, yeah, that's because,
Something.
but God forbid we look at black people like people.
Yes. Yeah.
God forbid we do that.
Yeah. Not only that, it's the minority, the brown people also.
Right.
Right? They don't sometimes treat us as human being.
Right, and it's easy. It's harder to treat you as. It's easier to treat you as human beings when you are able to shut out your perspective.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I said this a while ago. There's this book I gave it to a friend, called Persepolis.
I didn't do that.
Yeah, but it's like I read it when I was in college, and it was about an Iranian girl during the revolution, the Islamic Revolution, and like what it was like going from pre-revolution to post-revolution, and like even as a brown Muslim person, as someone who's lived in America my whole life, you look at like the Middle East as people over there, right? And I read that book, and as crazy as it sounds, I read it, I was like, oh yeah, I forget, like they're just people. They're just people. Like, they want to go, they want to hang out with their friends, they want to go eat, they want to go listen to music. Like, and it's like, I just, like, you forget because of, like, because of media and all that stuff, too, that you forget that, like, oh, they're just, the everyday person everywhere is just the everyday person. They're not, like, what you really think that they are.
Oh, nowadays the media is so corrupt. I cannot trust any media.
No.
Even our media is so corrupt. It's just, even here, look at the CNN, and if you hear the other one, the Fox.
Right.
It's just so contradict to each other. So I just don't know where to get the news.
You have to YouTube comments.
That's the best one.
That's where the people are. That's where the real people are. YouTube comments.
Yeah. I think
Twitter.
that's
where you
Twitter.
get the news.
Yeah.
No, because the 24-hour news channels are all bad, and they should all be illegal.
Oh, yeah. It's like all over the world. The media is not fair anymore.
No, I don't think it's ever been fair.
Yeah, they are always bought by the big corporation, politician, and who not.
Yeah. Just bad. It's just nefarious.
Yeah, it's just nefarious.
It's nefarious. The media is like, the media doesn't make you coffee in the morning every morning.
No, yeah, it's not good anymore.
Right.
Okay, what?
Okay.
And I gave you 2 books.
Okay.
So when I gave you 2 books, I read one book that I am so disturbed by that book.
Okay, what's the?
Yeah, it's called Love in the Time of Cholera.
Okay, I've heard of this
book.
This is a very famous book. Yes.
Very famous book. You still heard it. It's written by a Colombian Nobel Prize winner author, the Gabriel Marquez.
Yeah,
Gabriel Garcia Marquez.
Something
like that, right? And that book is published not that long ago, I think in 1985.
Right.
So there is just a love story. People so it's an epic love story. The character, his name is Florentino, is so celebrated.
Right.
And I am so much disturbed at how this man is so celebrated with that kind of character.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll give you the little bit of hint. So
Okay.
I said, I have to let it off my chest.
Okay.
So I have that audacity to critique that book. Not
Okay.
the book. It's written very poetic, very nicely, right?
Right.
Very, the explanation or the way its description is beautiful.
Right.
But sometimes it's kind of boring too.
Right.
Okay.
A lot of like literary, like, celebrated books are kind of
let
boring,
me
right?
just see whether I have it. You just gave me half an hour today. I said, what I'm going to talk. Okay.
I did that. You can go as long as you want. You gave yourself half an hour. This is a
no.
lie. She was like, we'll do a half an hour. I did not.
No. Remember when you said, I said, are you going to do the podcast? You said, give me half an hour. So in that half an hour, I have to think that what I'm going to talk because I was so busy. I haven't done anything. I went to office and came back.
Right. Okay. Oh,
so
you went to work earlier?
That's a little bit.
Okay,
yeah.
wow. Just killing it.
So it is a love story between 2 youth. Okay?
Right.
The girl's name is Fermina Daza and the Florentino Ariza.
Okay.
They fall in love passionately in their youth.
Right.
What the youth does it, right?
Just the Winners
It's
Club.
always
Yeah.
like that.
Right.
But they were just through the correspondence. They haven't met, they haven't dated. It's just probably the couple of times they saw it.
Okay.
Right.
So they haven't seen. They're just writing to each other.
They're writing to each
Okay,
other.
so she could be
That's
catfishing
it.
him. I don't know if you've heard the story of Manti Teo, but that's how it
No,
starts.
no. Okay. But Farmina's dad opposed their relationship.
Okay.
So he took
Why?
her-
Why?
You know, he thought what is called Florentino is like it's a teen, right?
Okay,
So
yeah.
it's not no future, not doing anything. He's
Right.
just playing violin or what it's called.
Right.
So it just he opposed it. You know, always when you fall in love in youth, your family always oppose it.
Usually, yes.
Usually, right? So, and then her dad took her to somewhere else. She didn't have mom. So she was away from the Florentino. And then when she comes back, she thinks, oh, I don't want to be with him anymore. I don't think I love him. It's probably just an infatuation.
Right.
So she returned all the love letter to Florentino. And as the time goes by, she got married with a very established doctor
Right.
and wealthy, and he moved. But
Right.
Florentino was devastated.
Right.
And then Florentino said that he will never get married. He will keep his heart and love for Farmina
Right.
as long as goes until the death.
Right.
Okay? And he did it.
Okay.
He did it, and for wherever Farmina goes, he goes.
Oh,
Okay?
yes.
It's just not like he goes, always he goes. So to me, he's a stalker.
Right. Right. A very,
He's an
this is a very
obsession.
losery thing to do.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
But in the meantime, the Florentino become a very established man,
Right.
businessman. Even though he's going, but in between, he met Florentino, Farmina like a 50 years, 9 months, 4 days later.
Right.
But during that period, that Florentino had an affair, multiple 622 affairs.
Well, that's not an affair. I mean, it can't be
that.
considered an affair
Yeah.
because he's not married.
No,
He's
he's
just-
not.
yeah.
Okay.
He's
has a
he's
relationship.
Yeah, this is what we call, Mama, a fuck boy.
That was he was doing. He was having sex with all of them.
Yes,
Okay?
yes.
And then move on wherever it goes. So to me, he's a rapist.
Whoa.
Some of the relationships, seems like that. Okay.
Okay, I mean,
Okay.
there's a very big distinction between fuckboy and rapist.
Okay.
I think we
All
got
right. Okay. He's a fuckboy.
yeah, okay. They were all willing, right?
Okay.
Okay,
yes,
he's not a
all
you
willing.
can't call him
Okay,
that. That's not fair to
okay,
him.
Okay, that's not fair to him. Okay, sorry, Florentino. Because you're not my favorite character.
Yes, you
But
just
the
don't like him.
thing, yeah, but the
Yeah.
thing is bothered me when he was supposed to take care of one 14 years old girl.
Right.
Was it's a relatives or something. So he groomed that girl.
Okay.
And had a sex with
Right, okay.
her.
Okay.
So that's the pedophilia.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you
Right?
that. That's for sure. I'll give
Right,
you that.
he's
Yeah.
14. She's 14.
Right.
And then when he was having sex with her, because he goes wherever the Farmina goes.
Right.
And the church, because her husband is very famous, the church bell rang and told that Farmina's husband, what is his name? Whatever, I forgot.
died.
Okay, he died, and there is there is a funeral in there.
Right.
So he decided to go, and then 14 years old, because he's a 14, so she fall in love with him, right?
Right.
So
And he's a grown adult.
He's 60.
Oh, wow. He's 60 when he was a 14-year-old?
60, yeah, because the years gone by. So he is a crazy lunatic or whatever he is,
Right.
right? He's not in the right mind. So
Right.
he's a
Or as some people would just say, live in the dream. Some people.
So he goes to the funeral
Right.
after. So he met Farmina after, I said, 50 years, 9 months, 4 days. He kept the count. But he wanted to keep his relationship secret from. He wanted to make sure that Farmina doesn't find
that
out that he had a 622 and even with this little girl.
Right.
And then he professed her love to Farmina.
Yeah, his love.
And then Farmina first time said no, and the second time he said maybe I should give him a chance because it's 50 years and they get together.
Right.
And that time I felt like, Mr. Garcia, give me the pen and let me rewrite the end, because the Florentino does not deserve Farmina. Now he's going to give him the STD. I don't want that.
Oh, that's how the book ends with them together?
They are together. They're in the boat. And then he also tell that there is a cholera outside, so we need to be in the boat.
Okay.
And that's how it ends. So they get together. So don't be like Florentino.
Yeah.
Don't read that book.
Yeah, don't read that book?
Don't read that book.
And so how that's interesting. So
this character, the Florentino's character, is so celebrated. They feel like a spiritual love in there. And so much. People will put sometimes note in if someone's love, they will put the Florentino quote and something. I think if that person need to be celebrated, is Farmina's husband. Because he was a nice man. He committed to the community, helped the community.
Right.
So I said, okay, I feel good now.
Yeah.
So I gave you that book.
Right.
I got that one, that Love in the Time of Cholera.
Right.
It's off my chest. I feel so good
Right.
now. And last thing I want to talk about, that Adnan Syed.
Okay. It's Adnan Syed time.
Adnan Syed.
Okay.
Have you heard that serial?
I mean, I haven't listened to it. I've heard of it. It's just,
I thought that you like the
Murder podcast?
Murder podcast.
I do.
That is so nice, beautiful. Because Adnan, I know about, probably 15, from 2015. So time to time, I will look into that.
Right.
That was going on with him. But when I see that, as I mentioned to you, the brown people,
Right.
Adnan was, it's just the injustice was done to him.
Right.
After I read that, he has not been exonerated, but I hope that he will. After reading that and after listening that podcast, I believe that Adnan is innocent.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The way, because so many things went wrong with that prosecution and everything, and now not only the defense, the prosecutor also.
Right.
Right, that wanted to vacate that,
Right.
and so that Adnan can get, and what his religious played role.
Absolutely.
The way that he was only 17, right?
Right.
So he was dating. He was, as usual that you do, right? He was dating. He was smoking pot. He was partying, drinking. He was having sex.
Right.
So all those, and. But the prosecutor is saying that Muslim men are not supposed to have that, right? You're not supposed to have any premarital sex. You're not supposed to have
Right. So if he was doing that, he was probably doing other bad things.
Yeah. So if he's doing that, he is a double standard. He has he's schizophrenic, or he has, like, he just did it that for the murder, it's possible for him to do it.
Right.
So like his religion was mentioned 272 times in the trial to convict him. And also crazy. He didn't get a good lawyer. He never took the stand.
Oh, really?
Never took the stand.
So his defense screwed him.
His defense. And then now they find out that his lawyer wanted the case, maybe wanted Adnan to get convicted so she can appeal it.
Right.
She can make more money.
Okay.
So it's Adnan case, it was 17. He was only 17. That's why, remember I told you, I never believe in incarcerated the youth people.
Right.
I think that we should ban the juvenile jail, because I worked there, I saw it there.
Right.
What is there? I volunteered there for like over a year.
Yeah.
And after a certain point, I couldn't take it. It's predominantly was black kid, brown kid, rarely was white kid.
Right.
Very, very rarely. Nothing offensive, I did not mean any offense to the white people. My family is mixed.
Right.
We have white people in the family. So it's nothing, but that's how it is.
Right.
I saw one like a 13 years old boy.
Right.
When he was sitting in my chair, he was spacing out. I said, hey, sweetie, make eye connection. I'm talking to you. You're not listening to me.
Right.
And he said, I wish I could be at home. I could go this weekend to home because I used to go on Friday.
Right.
I said, can you not go? How long you have been home? So, almost 9 months. And he's 13.
Yeah, that's
so
too
you
much.
took 1 year of life from
A
him.
13-year-old.
It's too much. I said, what do you miss? I miss playing with my sister. And this Sunday, my sister's birthday. So I was just thinking that what a 12 or 11 years old boy can commit such a horrendous crime
All right, watch out, there's a
that
bee, by the
we
way.
have to lock him away,
Yeah.
right? It's
Right.
crazy.
Right.
It's crazy. So when we
Is it here still? I think it's gone. I don't
gone.
see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you incarcerate juvenile, we have to be 110%, 200% sure that that's the people have got the right person.
Right.
If we have like a 5%, wrong conviction, that's a lot.
Right.
Like right now, 2.3 million people in the jail. If it's a 5% is a wrongful conviction, that 1 in every 20% is wrongfully convicted.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
I mean, we have the greatest judicial system in the planet Earth, but yet we have so many flaws, so many
Well,
issues.
it's
It
the
needs to
fact-
be changed.
It's the for-profit that needs to be
The
changed. It can't be
for-profit.
jail. Can't be for-profit. That's
Yeah,
insanity.
That's insanity.
That's insanity.
That's insanity.
That's actually like we all know that that's crazy, right? Like
nowhere.
who actually thinks that having jails for profit is a good
Yeah,
idea?
and it's nothing. It's not improving.
No.
Because the long-term jailing, it does not improve. We need to rehabilitate these people.
But
We need to-
rehabilitation isn't profitable. Keeping people in jail is profitable.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
But it just cannot go on like that.
Oh, it can and it will, Ma.
No, it will. Maybe like a serial, that podcast. Maybe I saw one. I actually like Joe Rogan podcast.
Right. Oh, really?
Yeah, I hear it. Not the whole thing.
Right.
The 10.
Okay, well, you
yes,
can't do the 3 hours.
No,
you're
I
a busy
can.
woman.
So
But-
I'm a busy woman. So like
Right.
15 minutes they have it. Yeah, I said that. Oh, he's genius. I like him.
Okay.
Yeah, the way he talks, he had very dulcet voice. I
Okay.
like his voice. He doesn't go up and down
Right.
like us. So those kind of people make changes.
Right.
I truly feel that Joe has what is this called?
A platform.
High dick energy. He can
A what? A high dick energy? Oh, my God.
he can make change.
Oh, my God.
He can make change.
Okay. yeah.
Those kind of people you don't need. I think you can make change.
With my,
I
what,
can say-
24 listeners on this
Yes,
podcast that I forgot to press
You
play
just
on?
never know. You just never know. The serial people thought that nobody will listen to that, and then Adnan case was like a global sensation.
Right.
Like a 300 million downloaded it.
Right.
So never underestimate that. My voice can be heard.
Mm-hmm.
You're here. If it's a one person hear my voice, I think it's good enough.
Right.
It's
right.
successful. That one person can spread that word.
That's true. That's a good
So
point.
the infidel, you guys are valuable. Okay.
Yeah.
So make a change.
Make a change. Thank
Make
you,
a
Ma.
change.
Thank
Make
you,
a
Ma.
change.
That
That's
was
all
another
it
great
was.
episode.
Thank you. And I miss you guys. And I probably will come whenever I have time, whenever Essence is there.
Yeah, I'm going to try to visit
And-
home more often. And
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
And then don't stop.
Right.
Do your podcast and keep doing it.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Will do,
I
Ma.
know that you work hard and keep working hard.
Absolutely.
Okay? Keep swimming. Keep swimming. And Infidel, it was good being here, and I love you all.
Bye, Infidels. Thank you.
Bye-bye.